all those blue screens and the green screens and having to envision all those sets. What was that like?
For me, I worked on a movie before Star Wars, and I think that really helped me to cement me being part of Star Wars. I did the same with Daniel, but had a little bit more. I had a bit to back it up. Whereas I said, when I'd seen the pictures of Darth Maul, I never imagined me to do it, because I was like, they would never ask me to do this. But I was called in to work with the stunt team and the coordinator on the fight, and I was like, why are they asking me to come in? But they're talking like they need someone to play the part, and it could be me, and if I play my cards right and I show up, it could be me. So it was like a little tease. So I had this like wealth of all different ideas of, you could do this, you could do that, you could do this and this. Because I felt that at the time, showing the pictures of, seeing the pictures of Darth Maul, it could be a good way of showing off what I could do. And so when I got the part, it was like I had to put my money where my mouth is. I had to really come up with these different ideas. And then for me, working on blue screen and green screen, I quite liked it, because to imagine, like one of the scenes I did was to send out the probe droids out to the desert. And I remember George saying, just imagine you're sending 2 droids out and you're going to get the good guys. And that was easy. I just had to know where he just told me that I want you to look in this direction. And, if you tell yourself in your head, there's 2 little robots flying in the air, then the audience will believe it. So it's believing it in yourself to do it. But it can also be a bit sickening working on blue screen and green screen, because it can, especially if you're in the air and you're doing flips and somersaults, and all you see is green, you feel a bit sick. And I remember working on a movie before Star Wars, Mortal Kombat, and I did a lot of green screen on it, and I didn't like it because it made me feel sick. I was like 50 foot in the air and I had to do somersaults coming down. And so it was actually quite nice to work on blue screen for Star Wars. Blue was a better colour for me than green. I didn't feel as sick. So.
How about you, Daniel?
Me, I think we can all relate to Star Wars in some kind of individual way. I mean, from men to women, we all did something as a little kid, which was kind of using your imagination. We all played with toys. We all imagined Barbie and Ken forever being happy, playing with the cars in the dirt. I mean, we all got taken.
Barbie and Ken.
I mean, G.I. Joe. Snake Eyes.
That's gonna end up on Twitter, I know.
No, but and we all went there. I mean, even though no one else was with us, we took ourselves on a journey, and that's all blue screen and green screen is. It's imagining something that isn't there and being able to take someone on a journey wherever you're going in your mind.
Yeah.
And my mind goes a lot of crazy places, so I'll take you somewhere you would never be in your whole life. But being able to see the things, George would say it to me as a little kid for me to understand. I mean, like, you ready to come back on Monday and fly spaceships and fly through asteroid fields? That sounds sweet, when you look outside and there's a little pot on the little thing. So, you've been able to imagine that. For me, I was very creative. My mom said I had verbal diarrhea. I could sit and stare and talk to a wall and act like I'm having a conversation. I had a lot of imaginary friends growing up. Too many. But it's just fun being able to, see things that ain't there, and be able to visualize.
There's medication for that,
There is, yeah, which I heard. Well, one of my teachers, he told me, Daniel, you aren't an actor until you see this pen, and he held up a big pen, as clearly as you see this pen. I said, well, where's the pen? You, my boy, you have far more work to go. I'm like, I can see Star Wars droids, blowing up and everything. I can't see your pen, I'm sorry. No, but I don't know, that's it, use your imagination. It's like Mickey Mouse, you gotta be creative.
It's funny, because I had this habit of, as experienced as I think I am, when I'm on a movie set and I'm working with guns or fake guns, I have a habit of going, pow, 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 pew, pew, pew. And then the director will turn around and go, Ray, what's the pow, pow, pow? I still do it to this day, because when you're a kid playing cowboys, and you're playing cops, you're going, pow, 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 pow. That was the sound of guns back in the day on TV. And even when I do fight scenes, I have this, they go, Ray, you're the whole package, you bring sound effects as well. Because I'm going, but when you're watching it back on the screen, you see my lips going, you know, I even make my own sword noises, you know. I was working on this movie just recently and I'm going, it's just something from being a kid and imagining it. Like, you just reminded me, I just can't get out of it. There's just, I have to be in it. I have to be in that world, you know. And when I stop enjoying it and stop being Peter Pan, then I'll stop acting, you know, and stop, you know, do something else, because it's fun, you know. You get, you know, when you're on set, you get to do what you really want to do, and you play around, and you get to play characters that are fun. It's really enjoyable, you know. So it's a great, you know, it's a great experience. It's a great, I say a job because you get, you know, it puts food on the table, but I really love it, you know. I love getting out of bed and you know, somersaulting out of bed and turning up to set. You're ready to go, and then you wait around all day. And then at 4 o'clock in the morning, you're expected to do an awesome fight scene, but you've been there for 15 hours. I like that though. You know, that gets a bit boring, waiting all day. And that's when you make new friends and you start teaching everyone how to use lightsabers, and you find out how many Star Wars fans are on a movie set. You know, which is fun, you know.